Have you ever wanted something but felt too afraid to ask? Maybe you thought you weren't good enough or worried you'd fail. That's exactly how I felt when I moved abroad. New country, new challenges, unsure of my place and my worth, and so much fear. I was working a job that was far from what I wanted, but deep down, I knew I could do more. The problem, I was too scared to ask for a chance. My English was broken, my confidence was low, and I kept thinking, why will anyone take me seriously? But here's what I realized. You don't have to be perfect to take a step forward. You just have to try. Hi, I'm Alan. I'm a web developer now, but my journey started in the UK as a warehouse worker. Today, I wanted to share how I overcome self-doubt, took a chance, and learned a lesson that changed my career and my life. When I first moved to the UK, I started working as a warehouse operative. It wasn't my dream job, but it was a start and it gave me a sense of stability in a new country. At the time, I was passionate about photo editing, a skill I had taught myself over the years. I knew I could use those skills to contribute something meaningful to the company. But this wasn't just about my passion for photo editing. I was stuck in a job that didn't inspire me, in a new country where everything felt different and unfamiliar. For me, photo editing wasn't just a hobby, it was a chance to do something meaningful, to show I could be more than just a warehouse worker. Still, every time I thought about saying something, I told myself, I'm not good enough, and I hesitated. My English was broken, my sentences were awkward, and I was afraid they wouldn't take me seriously, or worse, that they might laugh at me. The longer I stayed quiet, the more I felt I couldn't move forward. I knew I couldn't keep going like this, and something had to change, but I didn't know how to take the first step. Then one day, the company hosted a summer party. Everyone was there, including the business owner. I remember standing off the side, feeling like a total outsider, watching others laugh and talk so easily. Inside, I was having a battle with myself. I thought, this is your chance. Just go and ask. Go. But then, doubts crept in. What if I stumble over my words? What if I sound unprofessional? I couldn't bring myself to do it. I stayed quiet, waiting for the right moment. As the party ended and people started to leave, I finally decided, if I don't ask now, I might never get another chance. So I took a deep breath and started walking towards the owner. With every step, my heart pounded louder. My palms were slick with sweat and my thoughts were racing. What if I freeze? What if my words don't make sense? What if he just brushed me off? I was so close now, too close to turn back. I swallowed hard and told myself, just say it. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Just say it. When I finally reached him, my voice cracked as I started to speak. I stood there, my hands trembling as I forced the words out. Hi, I work in the bakery. I noticed your cake photos and I think I can make them better. I do photo editing. Could I show you? My voice was shaky. My English was broken, and for a moment I thought he might just brush me off. There was this pause. Just a second or two. I held my breath, preparing myself for rejection. But then he smiled warmly and said, Sure, why not? Show me what you've got. This tone was encouraging, not dismissive, and for the first time I felt seen for what I could do not for what I said. In that moment, I felt like the world stopped spinning. Relief washed over me, and I realized it didn't matter that my words were imperfect. What mattered was that I had spoken up and had taken a chance on myself. The next week, I brought in my edits. I worked hard on those photos, putting everything I knew into them. When I showed them to the owner, he loved them. Seeing his reaction, I realized this wasn't just about the photos, it was about taking a chance on myself. For so long, I had held myself back, convinced I wasn't good enough because of my broken English or my lack of confidence, but in that moment, I learned something that changed how I approach every challenge. People don't need you to be perfect, they just need to see your effort, your passion, and your willingness to try. That small yes opened doors I didn't even know existed. It gave me the confidence to keep pushing forward, to take on new challenges, and eventually to pursue a career I never thought was possible. And here's the truth. If I had waited the perfect moment for my English to improve, I would have missed the opportunity completely. Taking imperfect action was the best decision I ever made. So here's the lesson I want you to take away. You don't need to be perfect to take action. You just need to try. Whether it's asking for an opportunity, switching careers, or chasing a dream, waiting for the perfect moment often means waiting forever. For me, that one conversation, spoken in broken English, with shaky hands and racing heart, became the turning point I didn't know I needed. It taught me that courage doesn't come from feeling ready. It comes from showing up no matter how imperfect you feel. If you've ever doubted yourself or held back because you thought you weren't good enough, I hope my story inspires you to take the first step. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. I love to hear your story. And if you found this helpful, please consider subscribing and hit the bell so you don't miss more stories and lessons. Remember, the best opportunities come when you stop chasing perfection and start believing in your potential. See you in the next video.